Everyone, Dean Buncher here. I'm the Atlantic Regional Director for Bunker Labs, and looking forward to having the opportunity to meet everyone here. For those of you who I don't already know, anyway, at the Military Influencer Conference coming up here pretty quick. So, big shout out to Stephen Kuhn. Really looking forward to having the opportunity to participate in the on the Vetrepreneur Business Accelerator panel. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So clearly the reason why I'm putting together this quick video is just to give you an introduction on my topic. I'm actually going to be talking a little bit about how to go ahead and get started on setting the foundation for building a lasting corporate culture. So I have a little bit of experience in this, obviously being military, working in a bunch of different organizations where building a collaborative culture is key. And of course, I've done that and had the opportunity to work in organizations, good and bad, when it comes to culture, um, in the corporate world. And now I had the opportunity to build my own culture with some of my startups, and working with Bunker Labs is one of the early folks involved with it. Had the opportunity to kind of shape that as well. So obviously, I'm going to get into this a heck of a lot more at the Military Influencer Conference. But to start it off, I just wanted to offer the three base tips, because of course you can't begin to build a culture if you yourself don't establish what that culture looks like right from the get-go. That's my point number one, is to understand how you want to shape that culture very early on. Get those cultural values written down, and live them. And as you look to build out that organization and bring other folks on board, it's making sure that they understand from day one what those values are. And that means you living those values, but making sure they see those values constantly. That's something that we're absolutely fantastic at Bunker Labs. It's something we talk about before every single meeting. And, for us, our key values are: we love building this community, we get it done, we work smart, we seek to be fearlessly authentic, and we seek to be magnanimous and self-aware. Um, the second thing is, obviously, if you're looking to build a culture, that means you're looking to bring some other folks on board. So for me, it's making sure that you have a process to figure out not only if that person's a good technical fit, is the right skill sets, but that they're a good cultural fit. And oftentimes, you can have someone that's a little bit weak on technical. If you have the right systems to train them, that's all well and great. That's fine. But if they're a terrible culture fit, even with they're strong and they're going to be poison to the organization. So, I always tell people, take your time hiring, so you can hire slow. And then if you figure out that you made a mistake culturally, fire fast. I can't tell you how many times I've made the mistake of keeping someone around who wasn't a good culture fit and didn't even realize how they were affecting the rest of the organization. And just that weight that was lifted off the organization as a whole, and we got rid of them, was key. So in the last piece of that is when you bring folks on, especially those early folks, and you make that culture clear. It's believe in those people, include them in the process. So give them input and make them feel empowered to be a part of helping to shape that organization early on. So again, that's just my real quick top three. I'll get into this a little bit more when I see everyone here in just over a week or so, a little bit over a week. How about that? So I hope everyone enjoys the rest of the Labor Day weekend. Looking forward to seeing everyone soon. Thanks again, Stephen, for including me, and I will catch everyone here on the flip side. Thanks.